Hi, I'm Ryan, and this is Code Geass Season 2, Episode 8. Let's see how many people I can piss off with this one, despite the fact that I do like the show overall. Starting right now.
The one time a man never lies is when he makes a vow in his own
Yeah,
heart.
that was
Lelouch Lamperouge made
dark.
a vow to avenge his mother and to create a world where his sister Nonali could live in happiness. To that
And
end,
then
he
this
obtained the
happened.
power of Geass. To that end, he became Zero, and he undertook all that followed. At the very least, that was the truth as it seemed to Lelouch at the time.
Yeah, you're really doing this, huh? Like, all of a sudden he does something bad out of nowhere, and so his entire motivation is supposed to be invalidated from that. Like, it's a complete logical fallacy. It never works.
Big brother, the promise you made.
Yes, I'll keep it. So you've agreed to the special zone. That doesn't wash away
What
the blood
fresh
that's on
hell
your
is
hands.
this?
Suzaku. I know, Gina. We've got to pull back this time. The Black Knights seem to be diving back underwater. Shall we pursue the Vincent?
Unnecessary. Suspend the search for C2 until we receive further orders. Be careful, Willow.
She's just
If they get
done
you,
with these
they'll
people.
catch me in the same net.
Join the specially administrated zone? What is he thinking?
Who knows?
Ogie,
I don't.
if Zero is making decisions that aren't in the interests of the Japanese people, then... Are you meaning...
Like,
Zero.
I am still mostly trusting that this is going somewhere that makes sense.
Lady Kaguya, I'm glad to see you're well and as lively as ever.
But there's only so long you can stretch that out before it basically just becomes you're telling a terrible story.
Yeah, she's right. What was that all about, anyway? I told you, he's just bluffing so he can lure the Britannians in and nail them.
Fighting. Then more fighting. And then what?
Huh? Hold on! What are you saying? We should dance with them? We fight because we must, unless you know
I've heard
some
worse
other way to
plans.
do this. So, we can never make friends with our conquerors. The Japanese people are fighting for freedom.
Toto! What is Japanese?
Attention all 11s. You can now process your special zone.
He's now turning into that woman from Veep.
About the special zone.
What is a vote, and anyway?
Time like this?
Is this gonna be another massacre? Zero said if we get behind it, we'll be their slaves. Damn it, just got a work permit as an honorary Britannian. Exactly, what's the point of being Japanese again? So only people without jobs should join in?
Thus far, no 11
Mostly,
have
yeah.
signed up for the specially administrated zone of Japan, commonly called the Special Zone. As there has been no contact from Zero, some officials speculate that he may be facing dissension within his own organization.
That was not
the Black
necessary.
Knights.
I'd like you
But,
to please
you know, there's no
prepared
humiliation
men
going
this
on,
time.
so
I was acting
it's
as
better than some
viceroy.
stuff they've done.
Viceroy is not a king. Viceroys act as official representatives of the Emperor, ruling each area prudently on his behalf. We will support your attempt to revive the special zone this time, but henceforth, please consult with me on such matters beforehand.
Leave of absence?
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be a little busy.
With the special zone, huh?
Oh, and what about all our plans for the garden?
Sorry, Millie.
The show
I'll be
has
sure to come
left
back
you
and help if I
behind,
get a break.
and you have no idea.
Reminds me, Suzaku. Have you thought about Colin? Isn't there some way you can help her out?
Yeah, right, like a plea bargain, you know? Something like that.
We all know you're working for world peace and all, but family and friends are
Well,
important too, right?
Not really,
Didn't you
no.
discuss it with the Viceroy? Like when you had me talk to her on the phone the other night?
Huh? What? You talked to her, Lulu?
With the young princess?
Well, it was on the night of the welcome party. She mistook
His
me
mouth
for
was a little
someone
weirdly
else, so I
animated
can
there.
have a hazy call.
You botched it up.
Lelouch, have you really lost your memory? Or are you covering up? If you do remember, this is what I'd like to know. Why did you have to kill Yuffie? Surely you could have
Are you
found
still on
another
about
way.
that?
Suzaku Kururugi, you traitor! Time to die!
I imagine he gets that a lot.
Sir Kururugi, are you alright, sir?
Oh, yeah, he's got that whole
Who used your Geass
you have to
force me
live thing.
knowing that in my heart I sought the punishment of death. Someone like you.
Yes, that's right. I believe it will be. We've already sent Sayoko Shinozaki there.
I see. Well done, Detour. You really are an expert at this. An outstanding job.
And that whole thing about him wanting to die does make his characterization make a lot more sense.
I'm deeply honored. Are you sure your plan?
They really should have introduced that earlier.
Yes, I am. Our tactics may have changed, but our strategic objective remains the same. Take care of things on your end.
Because as it is, I've long since lost interest in sympathizing with
I
him.
will protect this school. You and I live here now as brothers. I won't let anything interfere with that. But I reject the Britannians' phony claim to control our destiny.
I'm helping you because I have something to protect now. If you were discovered, this school would be destroyed and everything lost.
Right. And then
And
there's
why do
me
you
too
care?
as well.
He'd kill me as a traitor without any hesitation.
And I'd be slain in the next moment.
So we share the same destiny, you and I.
Sorry I'm late. Club activities ran overtime.
Don't stop 'cause I'm
Sorry,
here.
Zero. What can I do?
Please, Miss Valletta, just saying that name alone could cost us our lives.
Lelouch, what did you want?
About Ogi, do you miss him?
Alphabet effect confirmed in fit. Countdown 20, 19, 8,
I'm back, Nina.
Cannon!
Hello, it's been a while.
Prince Schneisel as well.
It's a new guy, isn't
Back
it?
from the EU.
A short time ago.
Why
I
stop
just
the pattern
completed
now?
Peace negotiations with the French.
In that case, you should keep pushing forward.
If you press victory too hard or too fast, you are inviting defeat. In every corner of the world, people look for hope. Our victories can trample that hope underfoot.
This guy
That
is,
can be
like,
true of enemies and
really doing
allies.
something bad.
Everyone has something they yearn
I know it's coming.
What? You're Suzaku's cat, huh?
He seems to
Don't
like
tell
them,
him that.
Anya.
Japanese clothes?
Yes, I always wear them for any of my training sessions.
Do you miss them? Japanese things?
Yes, I wonder.
Does it make you gag a little?
Good memories, but I...
Sir Kururugi, I've been looking for you.
What is it?
I need your signature on this. It's the order to execute the 11 who tried to assassinate you, sir. I need authorization from a Knight of the Round to carry out the sentence.
I'm not sure how there's supposed to be any suspense about that.
Experiments are continuing.
You know we'd do it.
I won't squander the faith you've shown in me, Your Grace. I promise. I haven't forgotten. During the Black Rebellion...
You've given me so many great tables.
Why didn't it work?
Cecile!
Right! That's a lie! Stop!
Still can't believe he's Dr. Tenma from Monster.
Please let me kill Zero now! Let me avenge Princess Euphemia! That prototype was a failure, but if you give me a little more time, I'm certain I can build one that works.
You were thinking of Yuffie. You did all of it for her sake. History may remember her as a tragic figure, but I still believe in my sister and wish to honor her memory. So do Cornelia and Nonnally, also Cannon and Suzaku, and many others whose
You just
lives
throw
she
names
touched.
at this point.
And you believe in her, and that's why I believe in you.
I'm grateful, Your Highness.
I really am surprised she's still in this.
Sir?
I assume she has some kind of role to
I'm
play coming
around.
up.
I'll sign it.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Suzaku, are you some kind of masochist?
Oh?
You know,
Kindly
you
caught
decided
on to that,
here
huh?
You volunteered for Area 11, hated as the hero of the numbers, as a traitor to Japan, as the man who killed Zero. You're always on trial here, and out of envy and hatred, they tried to pull you down.
There's no point in trying to make people understand why I'm doing all these things. Because there was someone who did understand. Anyway, when you get down to it, I am
That is
Hey there,
completely
you two.
specious reasoning.
Looks like we're gonna get that call we were waiting for. The one from Zero.
Should I really be here for this?
You wanted to see Zero, didn't you?
Yes, but
Sorry. All the other rooms are in use for special zone preparations.
oh, I see. You have to keep this confidential too, I guess.
Is there some diplomatic reason for that outfit?
Yes, ma'am, I apologize.
Here it comes now.
Well, there's reason for the audience, at least.
3 nights of the round. However, I don't see the Viceroy with you.
We don't need to worry her with the details.
Excuse me, I just wanted to ask you, are you the same Zero as before, or are you a brand new one?
Zero's truth is not
He
based
could
on
be a
who
new
has
one
been,
if
it's
they had the guts to go in that
the
direction.
Aha, a philosopher. You said you'd stop fighting and join in the special
I
zone.
think I still say it would have been better if
From all the
Colin
Black
became
Knights?
Zero at this
More
point.
than that. 1 million people have been mobilized.
1 million?
And they'll all participate.
Yes, but there's one condition. You must let me go. Of course you'll have to explain this to your own people. So I suggest you punish me by sending me into exile.
And the Black Knights? He doesn't care about them, he just wants to save his own skin. If word of this gets out, your own people will string you up.
That's why I've taken the precaution of keeping these talks secret.
How boring.
Area Law, Section 12, Paragraph 8. It is within the Viceroy's authority to apprehend subversive or rebellious elements and send
Anyone
them
else
into exile.
completely unable to hear the word Viceroy without thinking of Phantom Menace now?
Stating the legal basis of action.
In that case, you can make the announcement at the opening ceremonies.
That's some kind of sweet deal. If the big terrorist runs away, the little terrorists will shake and quake and disappear. Perhaps. But where is justice?
Don't act like you care about it. Everyone knows your deal now.
Our legal counselors have confirmed that exiling Zero would be appropriate and within precedent.
Right. That might be for the best. Crimes have been committed. My own desire to forgive them is a personal matter. Would you mind doing this, please? I wrote Yuffie's name right, didn't I?
But words not working for mouth.
Yuffie, we're going to make your dream a reality. A peaceful and gentle world for you.
Is something wrong?
No. It looks like there's someone else who's still grieving for Yuffie's death.
I wonder who it is.
I think we
There are
both
others
know.
who loved her like we did.
So are you finished now?
Yes, that was the last thing. There's nothing holding me here now.
This is the area of the Shizuoka Ghetto that will soon become the Special Zone. A huge number of 11s has already gathered for the opening ceremony. As there are over 1 million people here, verifying personal IDs will have to wait until after the event. The presence of this many 11s is a clear testament to the enormous power and influence that Zero still commands.
So they're basically
They don't
Indians
know
now.
Zero has already betrayed them all. You think there'll be a riot? If there is, we'll have the perfect excuse for a full-scale crackdown. But remember, we don't move until they do. Got it? Yes, my lord. No. It can't be Chigusa?
Kaname Ogi, are you out there somewhere?
And does anyone still care about these
For
two?
taking me back home.
Are you alright with this now?
Of course, I was just an acting consul. Once a new consul is chosen, I simply have to return home. Besides, this is an excellent opportunity.
But what about
You never did anything anyway.
The request I made to Britannia yesterday should set us up.
You were just confusing this whole time.
Lord Shinkei, are you alright?
Don't be concerned. I just have to last a little longer.
Just have to get back home to Lupin.
Japan. Welcome to the specially administrated zone. I'm overjoyed that so many of you have gathered here for this great event. Please lend
I
me your
assume you're
help
here
so
anyway.
we can make history together.
Lord Guilford, you're in no condition for this.
The Japan Special Zone was Princess Euphemia's dream.
But there's still no sign of Zero anywhere.
That's because the man is a coward. He'll only show up when he thinks we can't get to him.
Now then, before the ceremony officially begins, there is a matter we wish to confirm regarding Zero. As Imperial subjects, all those participating in the Japan Special Zone will have criminal charges against them reduced, and criminals that are Class 3 or lower will have their sentences suspended. However, the instigator of the murder of former Viceroy Kalaris cannot be forgiven. Therefore,
Still
under
on about
Special
that,
Area
too.
Law, Section 12, Paragraph 8, Zero alone shall be banished and sent into exile.
Huh? Only Zero?
So that means he gets to run away all by himself?
Thank you, my Britannian friends. I am grateful for your lenient treatment.
Still kind of hoping this will make sense somehow.
Your move, Zero. If there's a riot, we have full license to wipe out all the radical elements. Duly authorized by Miss Lohmeyer.
Show yourself, Zero! I'll escort you safely out of the country myself, I guarantee.
Yeah, that'll
I
happen.
don't wish to be in your debt, Suzaku Kurirugi. However, I have a question. What does it mean to be Japanese? A nation?
What?
Is it language? Territory? Bloodlines?
No, that's not it! It's in the heart!
Then we're in agreement. A feeling within. Of belonging. Dignity.
Got you there.
The culture is carried in the heart. You're Japanese no matter where you are.
And what does that have to do with you running away by yourself?
Zero.
I figured they'd try something.
What is it? What's going on?
Okay, so he is doing something, still not sure what.
So bad. All forces, prepare to cut them down. Yes, my lord.
Hold on! They haven't made any violent moves yet!
Zero may be the one who planned this, but does he have the guts to come out in the open and show himself?
Well, well, it looks like he was right here on the grounds all this time.
You know it could be anyone in there, right? Like I said.
All of them?
This is outrageous! Zero has appeared, but not as expected.
Okay, so
this was your plan.
it was leading somewhere. That's good.
Overwhelming firepower, you figured a way to move 1 million people.
Viceroy Nonoli has ordered Zero into exile. Since we are all Zero, we must all leave this country at once.
What?
No matter where we go.
That is
we
some kind of
must
loophole
prepare,
abuse.
for we carry it in our hearts. Let us set out for a new land.
Come on, all you Zeros, let's go to a new world!
Time to get exiled, everybody. We're all Zero, so
Well,
we're out of here.
That's right.
you clearly don't have his voice, so they can kill you now. Hope it was worth it.
Legal excuse to get them all out of Japan.
We prepared for a riot, but we might have to let them go.
Don't panic, it's a bluff! There's no way he can transport 1 million people!
We just got word from the Port Authority.
The port? The Chinese Federation requested safe passage for...
Yes, the iceberg ship. But the applicant has already left the country.
Sweet.
It can't.
We're getting on that?
But it's ice.
Won't it melt?
We'll be fine. The iceberg ship is indestructible. It has so much insulating polymer and...
Oh, and she's doing something
ice will
after
never
all.
melt.
Called that one.
The leader. Take out the real Zero. Right, but how do we know which one is him?
You listen to their voices. God.
What's gonna happen?
It's not that hard.
Zero's more than an idol now. He's a symbol. He's made himself into a living avatar for everyone.
Oh, careful with that word. You don't want James Cameron to sue you.
Canyon witch, don't shoot. Don't let them drag us into a fight. That's not why we're here.
Ogie, is that you?
No, I'm Zero.
Please tell me what's going on.
And it falls apart right there.
Stay behind for operational oversight.
You mean leave everything to her?
It'll be all right. Suzaku is there with her.
Sir Kurirugi,
That is not,
we can't let 1
comforting.
million laborers leave the country. Make an example of...
Hold on, please! Zero, order them to take off their masks! Do it now or there'll
Why?
be another massacre!
Only if you order it, Suzaku. And even if we're all unmasked,
Yep,
no one
there
will
you
know
go.
who the real Zero is.
Sir Kurirugi, this is an act of rebellion. Order us to fight.
He's wrong. This is a way of resolving things without fighting.
It's your call, Suzaku. You're in charge.
Zero.
This is awesome. This is exactly what I was hoping would happen to him.
To let them all go with you?
If the Black Knights leave, peace will come to Area 11.
and Nonali's reign will no longer be threatened by our presence.
Even so, this is a dirty way to do it.
Give the order to let Zero go.
I must give the order to shoot Zero, to kill him.
I'll do it. Zero!
Crimes have been committed. My own desire to forgive them is a personal matter.
That's right. Yuffie and Nonali both wanted to forgive
We're
him.
dealing with Zero!
Zero's to be exiled. That was our agreement. If we break it, the people will never trust us again.
The people? These are 11s. Only you speak of them as people because you are one of them.
This has nothing to do with that.
There you go.
If they're
That's
all subversives,
who
why
you've
do you want them here?
thrown
So
yourself
you can
in with.
massacre them?
They have challenged Britannian rule.
Who
so
could have
let
seen
them
this
burn in
coming?
hell.
Shouldn't we get rid of these disruptive elements then? They're exiling themselves.
But
Zero, can you promise that you'll lead them to salvation?
Of course. And you, Suzaku Kururugi, can you promise the ones who stay behind will find salvation in your hands?
That's exactly why I became a Britannian soldier.
I understand. I will trust in the promise you've made.
That is not gonna end well.
All Zeros! Sir Kururugi has declared it!
Rebels are hereby exiled. Nothing holds us back now. Forward to the land of freedom! Let's go while we have the chance.
Goodbye then, Lady of Britannia.
A perfect chance to kill them all, and he's throwing it away!
My Lord Shinkei, it seems the Area 11 operation has succeeded.
I see. Looks like Zero's next performance will be on our stage.
So Suzaku
And you're
managed
still
to save
pointless.
1 million lives, and no one will ever thank him for it, eh?
I think he knew that going in. He's used to it now.
His whole plan was based on one prediction, that I would give the order to hold fire and let them go. You know me well, Zero.
You are my worst enemy. I know you, Suzaku. And I also know Nano. I know her heart. That is why I could foresee the outcome. And for now, I am grateful to you, Suzaku Kururugi. Don't ever forget the promise you've made to me.
Well, that is something that I really wanted to see from the show for a while, so I'm very happy that it actually happened, and Suzaku was actually forced to confront his own motivations that he's been desperately trying to defend this whole time, using increasingly crappy logic. And finally, he realizes the flaws in his own arguments, and he has to take a stand for himself. So this is probably going to go somewhere well for him at long last, and I am quite pleased at how this is all turning out. So this season has got not such a good reputation compared to the first, but so far, it's pretty good. And I'll see you all next time.